So, I'm talking to Richard Saunders, the Australian renowned skeptic and origami artist. Origami,
yes.
sorry. So, first of all, could you just present yourself very shortly? Tell a little bit about who you are.
I'm the president of Australian Skeptics. I'm a fellow for the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry in the United States. I'm the producer of the Skeptic Zone podcast, and I've been an active skeptic investigating and things like this for about 13 years.
Very good. Now, how did you sort of discover skepticism? Because as far as I know, your father was a missionary or something, so I assume you were raised in a religious environment. How did you discover this whole...
Well, my dad was a minister, not really a missionary, but I guess they're all missionaries in a way. And I was totally used to that growing up. It never really came into it with my discovering skepticism, because I was more interested in Bigfoot and UFOs and ghosts and monsters when I was younger, not questions of life after death or religious type questions. I was more interested in the magical sort of monsters and aliens. So it's just an interest that never left me, but the older I got, the more I started to hear about people who didn't believe in these things, and I couldn't understand, well, how can you not believe in these things, because they must be real, right? But the years went by and the aliens didn't come, and the Bigfoot body wasn't presented to us, and the trolls didn't come under the bridge and all the rest of it. But I never lost that interest, and then now it's more, why do people think these things are real, even when they're all grown up? And that's what I find very interesting.
Right. What was it that first prompted you to become involved with the skeptics movement? I mean, what was it you first did, sort of, in the movement? What was your first...
There was a big convention in Sydney in the year 2000, which I attended. And in fact, I attended one in the year before then, because I was very interested in this whole topic, and I attended the big one, and James Randi was there, and I met James Randi, which was really great. And then the local people could see that I kept coming along and being interested, so they invited me to join officially. But my journey really down that path, apart from having an interest in UFOs and monsters and things, was when I watched Cosmos by Carl Sagan, which was broadcast in Australia. Somebody's whistling at me. Which was broadcast in Australia in 1981. And I was just the right age, 15 or 16 or something, and it just hit me like a lightning bolt. And it was fantastic, and I guess it changed my life.
Right. Well, you obviously become very involved with the skeptic movement, and you invest a lot of time in it. What is it that keeps you sort of coming back, or keeps you on that scene?
I get to go to Norway for a start. No, I'm serious. I mean, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't get to go to these wonderful things. I'm off to Dublin in a few days, and then I'm off to Manchester and the Czech Republic, all because of this work I do in the skeptical area. That's a great benefit, but from day to day, what keeps me going, I guess I'm still interested in all these topics, and I don't like seeing people being ripped off or harmed. People have the right to know, even if they don't want to hear it, or they can then reject it, that's fine, but they should be at least aware that there is another side to homeopathy, or especially cancer cures or things like that. And as far as I can tell, I think I'm on the right track, and my worldview seems to make a lot of sense, which is the scientific worldview. But I guess everybody might think that. But there's enough there to keep me interested, I guess, for the rest of my life.
Well, sounds good. Then I have to ask the final question, which is, you're a foreigner and you've seen a little bit of Norway, and we are all very interested in knowing, what do you think about Norway?
I can't give you a really good answer because I haven't been here long enough. It's a big city and it's really nice and the people are lovely. I would have to get out, I'd have to travel around, go up north. Yeah, you can't really go anywhere else. Go up north. But my initial impressions are, I adore it. There's something about it. It's one of those inexplicable things. So far, I just think it's wonderful, and I love the snow, and because I've come from a very long hot summer in Australia, to come here and be dressed up warmly and to feel that cold on my face is just wonderful. And I know that after 6 months I might
Yeah, you might.
I might think differently, but for the moment it's nice. And it's really different, you know. It's a sort of a culture that I haven't come across really yet, you know, the Scandinavian sort of attitude and everything. But so far I think it's wonderful. And I love Troll Hunter.
Yes, excellent movie. Well, that's of course what we like to hear, so thank you very much.
Okay.